All right, let's just jump right into this explainer. Today, we're looking into the surprisingly intense daily routine of a fluffy panda, based on this super fun vlog from Curious Panda. We usually picture pandas just kind of sitting around, looking adorable, doing a whole lot of nothing. But it turns out their day has a highly specific structure, and understanding this rhythm, it's absolutely crucial to getting how these guys actually survive in the wild. Our guide kicks things off perfectly. Quote, "Hey everyone, I'm Curious Panda, and today I'm taking you through a typical day in my fluffy life." End quote. So right away, this playful tone kind of promises us that there's way more going on here than we might assume. It invites us right into the bamboo forest with them. So let's take them up on it, right? Let's see what a day from sunrise to sunset actually looks like. So the whole shebang starts with breakfast. But honestly, calling it breakfast is a massive understatement. This is a full-on marathon. Everything else in their day, their energy, their mood, their movement, it all revolves around this one singular mission. And it's a mission that takes some serious physical dedication, not to mention some incredible jaw strength. 14 hours. Just let that sink in for a second. We're talking about way over half of a 24-hour cycle dedicated to nothing but chewing and consuming food. If you add in a normal sleep schedule, there's literally almost zero time left for anything else. Eating isn't just a meal for them, it's a full-time job with forced overtime. But why? Why spend over half your life just chewing? Well, it boils down to pure survival. Bamboo, their main food, just isn't very nutritious. It's basically like eating tough, woody grass. The math is pretty brutal here. Low nutrition means you absolutely have to eat a massive volume of it just to scrape by. They're not doing this 14-hour marathon because they're foodies savoring the flavor. It's a biological necessity just to extract enough calories to keep moving. It's a constant, exhausting daily race against their own metabolism. Okay, so once that epic meal is finally done, or at least, paused for a bit, it's time to hit the forest. Now, I don't know about you, but if I just spent 14 hours eating tough plants, I'd probably just collapse. But nope, they actually have this dedicated window of activity where they get up and move. The forest is huge, and this is their chance to stretch out, wander around, and interact with the vibrant world outside the breakfast table. And what exactly do they find out there? Well, it could be stumbling on a beautiful hidden stream to grab a cool drink. Or, honestly, sometimes it's literally just finding another bamboo snack. But hey, whether it's fresh mountain water or just a slightly different-looking leaf, they treat every single walk like a brand new adventure. It keeps them mentally sharp, gets the muscles moving, and breaks up the total monotony of that endless eating. But right in the middle of this nice, peaceful stroll, our source drops an absolutely mind-blowing scientific twist on us. Like you're watching this giant fluff ball happily munching on leaves, thinking they're just a standard herbivore, and then bam! A scientific reality check that contradicts pretty much everything we've covered so far. It's a total double-take moment. Turns out, nature loves throwing curveballs. When we dig into their scientific classification, pandas actually belong to the order of carnivores. Yeah, you heard me right, carnivores. Yet their actual daily diet? Almost entirely bamboo. They have the biological makeup, the digestive tract, and the genetics of a meat eater. Actually, scratch that. They are basically built to hunt. But somewhere along the evolutionary line, they just decided to become extreme vegans. It sounds totally backwards, but it's a 100% true. Just to put that crazy paradox into perspective, 99% of their diet is bamboo. Think about that. You have an official carnivore with a carnivore's gut surviving on a diet that is 99% plant matter. That leftover 1% may be an occasional bug or a tiny bit of foraging, but the overwhelming rest of it is all tough, low-calorie bamboo. It really hits home just how wild their evolutionary path is. They adapted to their environment in a way that literally defies all the rules. Whew. Okay, so after processing that massive dietary contradiction and finishing up their afternoon exploration, it is finally time for our panda to find a comfortable rock, watch the sunset, and take an essential nap. And honestly, who can blame them? When your food gives you barely any energy and your stomach isn't even optimally designed to digest it in the first place, a solid long rest isn't just a treat, it's completely critical for survival. Conserving energy is just as important as consuming it. When you step back and look at their daily timeline, it forms this perfect, almost bizarrely logical cycle. We start with the 14-hour breakfast marathon, move into a brief little afternoon exploration, and conclude with the sunset nap. Sleep really is the only logical end to a day of marathon meals. This super strict structure, balancing insane amounts of eating with extreme energy conservation, that is the exact secret to how they manage to thrive day in and day out, year after year. So here's the big takeaway. If a literal carnivore can spend its entire life happily chomping on bamboo for 14 hours a day, what other incredible secrets are hiding right in plain sight? The natural world is absolutely packed with these beautiful contradictions, just waiting for us to uncover them. It's a great reminder to never just assume we've got the creatures we share this planet with figured out. Keep asking questions, keep looking closer, and above all, stay curious. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.